Hello, guys. Welcome back to Creative Companion. Today, we are going to be breaking down a songwriter formula that I created through looking back on my writing and realizing that there was certain patterns within my writing that hopefully you can use to help you write songs. I decided to create this formula because, well, create it and share it with y'all because I have been asked, how do I get started with writing music? How do I, write lyrics, so on and so forth. But I just wanted to clear the air first before we get into the formula, that don't get discouraged with writing your own lyrics. I know that I certainly feel it, like that tension, that that there's probably an AI out there that can write better than I can, but that has never been the point of writing. Writing has been always about self expression, and not only that, if you also are writing not only lyrics but essays as well, writing is a great tool to teach yourself. Writing is also about self-knowledge. It's a great tool for self-knowledge outside of just reading. And I've written a lot of essays throughout the years, and one thing that it has taught me is where my opinions and my beliefs are are weak, and you don't realize that until you're writing it on the page and you're like, maybe I don't know enough about this subject to have like such a strong opinion about it. Maybe I could learn a little bit more about this in order to form a deeper understanding of why I believe what I believe, or why others believe what they believe. But aside from that, don't leave writing on the table just because an AI can do it, because at the end of the day, you are learning more about yourself, and and it's a beautiful self-expression. And I I don't think you'll die, but I don't want to see it die out because I think it's something so beneficial to us as civilization. Um so let's get into it. I have my songwriter formula here that I'm going to write out for y'all, and it is subject plus emotion plus verb. I'm going to break that down for y'all. Subject, we have belief system, the self, culture, and a person. And of course, we could put thing in there, but I feel like there's only so much you can say about a thing. You know what? I'm gonna put thing because that has a lot to do with rap, actually, and the things that we aspire to. There's actually a lot of music around that, so I'm gonna put person on there. So belief system, we have God, faith, religion. We can even put atheism in there if you're struggling with your faith. I didn't spell it right, but oh well. And energy. So here, I'm just gonna actually tell them to you. So belief system, of course, we have what I just said right here. Under the self, I put self and person in a different way because self and the other can be like they're two totally different compartments at times, you know. But under self, we have anything concerning our identity, ego, our mask, our soul, spirit, and our mindset. And then under culture, we have politics, group identity, group behavior, um, visual landscape. That's another thing that I think is prevalent in like rap culture. They talk about like their community a lot. Art, symbolism, and trends. And then person, of course, can be um, the most common one we hear about is your lover. We could also talk about your enemies, your friends in this section. And then we could also put like mythical people here as well. And then we have things. We all want nice things, you know. Well, some of us do, I guess. Now we're going to move to emotion. Plus emotion. And here we have the obvious one of love, peace, fear. And I'm going to write tension. I know we don't say that a lot, that it's a general emotion, but we do say like I feel tense, right? But I'm going to show you why I've seen a lot of emotional tension within my work, that if you look back and maybe look at a lot of your favorite songs, you will see that there is a lot of emotional tension within the music that you enjoy. And some of my favorite songs that I've written, they've had a lot of emotional tension. And I'm not going to put that in the same category as fear, because I do think they can be different, but sometimes they can combine. So, of course, love, we have anything having to do with romance, admiration, joy, and purpose. And then peace, we can have acceptance, resolution, serenity, and, you know, like the calm after the battle. And then tension, my favorite. Oh, I skipped fear. Fear. I don't know how much further to break that down, but I'm sure you'll think of something. But tension is the one I really wanted to talk about, because emotional tension, that's really where it gets interesting. And I'm actually going to write that down. And when you think of emotional tension, you're thinking of, this is where you get, you know, your rap beef. It's also where you get the sexual tension. So all of those like erotic songs that we like Streets by Doja Cat, a lot of sexual tension in there. So she combined another person that she has sexual tension with, and then the verb of that song is like her melody, the way she expressed and made that song. Sexual tension, we can have doubt within this category, conflict, negativity. We can wrestle with death. Oh, I would say nostalgia is also another one that that falls under emotional tension, because I'm describing that tension as an emotion that doesn't have the sense of release. It's like really like bottled up, and this is where the songwriting becomes like very beautiful, because you have something like bottling up inside of you, and then you give it a channel. So you can see how some subjects within fear and tension can um can combine, and like, but you also see how they're not the same thing. But you you can see, like, you, if you struggle with the fear of death, how that could be a tension, but it's not like nostalgia also isn't the same thing as fear. That's why I put it in fear and tension in separate categories, because it's like a, yeah, it's a different emotion. It can be the same but different is what I'm trying to say. And of course, we have our verb. The sun's going down on me. No. This is where you this is the part where I can't necessarily teach you. This is something more of a matter of self-discovery, of how you decide to deliver all of this, whatever you choose within this formula. This is the part where it's up to you how you're going to maybe rhyme it, if you're going to sing it, if you're going to scream it, if you're going to, how you produce it, like what instruments. But the reason why I feel like this section is like more open-ended is because this also has to do with your own taste. I can't tell you, there is no right way when it comes to the verb of how to deliver this. Like, if you want to rhyme it like a rapper, if you want to sing it like an R&B singer like Hilane, if you want to scream it like a like Metallica, if you want to produce it like Kanye. But this all has to do, this section is a matter of your own self-discovery of where you feel more in tune with yourself, or if you just like want to do it all, because sometimes I feel like doing it all. But yes, so I have my formula out for you. So we have subject, emotion, and verb. And I'm going to also show you like just how this works for like a mainstream genre. So we have, let's just pick one. We have God. And then we have love. And then we also have peace, which under this section is also resolution. And then we decide to sing it, and that equals worship music. Here we have a person. They love a person. There's that sexual tension, but we also have culture, because you can combine more than one. We have a person, culture, love, sexual tension, you get country. You know, you got the Boots. He's describing his community, like the town that he grew up in, the clothes he wears, the clothes that his lover is wearing. So anything having to do with like also like clothes, you know, just your visual surroundings, that falls under culture. So it's like when you want to write a love song, think about the culture surrounding y'all. What's like something visual that you can grasp besides, you know, like just her hair and her besides her hair and her eyes, you know, like um we hear a lot like in country, oh, I like her boots and I like her jeans. And you know, it's mainstream, but like I think it's cute, you know. Um oh, I can give you like a rap one. We have a person, we also have street culture, we have maybe even a sense of fear, but we also have beef, we have tension there. And then we decide to rhyme it. That's rap. And I say street culture because, you know, they're talking about like, you know, the low riders, the tattoos, the bandanas, like all of that is its own culture. Um but yeah, this hopefully this helps you. I don't know if it was scattered. I try to be as organized as possible. Um so I broke down mainstream genres, but I wanted to um, break down one of my personal songs and like put it through this formula. And I'm going to break down um, a section from my song, and this song is called Safe Haven. So I say, how safe is my safe haven if death doesn't care about love or loss, or when two soulmates cross? Love is the ultimate trip. Love is brutal, love is horrific. You pull out my flaws like a weed. Sometimes tough love is what I need. My jealousy, dependency get the best of me. I bloom for you as you water my roots. So I'm combining a lot of stuff there. So I'm describing another person as my safe haven. But then I'm also talking about how I have fear over the fragility of having another person as my safe haven. And then I describe the love for another person. But then I'm also, this is going to be like a maze now. I'm also describing the tension that I have within myself when it comes to being vulnerable and loving another person. So I have this inner conflict. So I have the self conflict within myself where I say, you pull out my flaws like a weed. Sometimes tough love is what I need. My jealousy, dependency get the best of me. And then, so I combine another person, myself, tension, and this emotional, it's clearly a lot of emotions going on here, but I combine tension, emotion, and fear, and we're actually incorporate peace is where I put resolution. And the resolution lyric is, I bloom for you as you water my roots. So I'm describing fear, I'm describing inner conflict, I'm describing love. So it's all of this like bottled up emotion, and then I release it. Peace is also like the release. There's the release there that I said, I bloom for you as you water my roots. And also like maybe like another genre that I can describe within rock, we get a lot of tension, inner tension with the self conflict, plus screaming and heavy metal guitar, and you get rock. And some of my favorite songs have been the music that describe that inner conflict, but they don't resolve it. I love when the song doesn't resolve that conflict. Like it really like makes you stay there, and it makes you like really confront what's going on inside. And yeah, I just like appreciate that music, and I do that a lot in my work. I don't always tend to resolve the issue within my inner conflict. But yeah, that's my songwriter formula. If you're still here, because I know it was long and it was kind of a web, but my song is coming out on Friday. It is called Safe Haven, and I hope you like it. And if this songwriter formula helped you out, or if you have any more questions, just comment. I also have a Substack that I'm publishing these blogs on, and it's called creativecompanion1.substack.com. So if you want to check that out, But yeah, stay tuned, guys. Until next week. I really hope this was helpful for y'all. Bye.